Many members of the royal family questioned Prince Harry's attendance during Saturday's coronation of King Charles III in the UK. One makes one's own decisions, a family insider told Vanity Fair. To be quite honest, Harry barely came up at all. The event was given a lot of attention. Harry reportedly did not talk to or meet his estranged family outside of the occasion, according to the insider, who also claimed to have seen it. The insider said that although the working royals were still concentrating on the major event, they were left wondering why Harry bothered to come at all. The Duke of Sussex arrived in London on Friday in the late afternoon and left before the festivities were even complete, over 24 hours later. Harry's hasty departure, however, had less to do with his conflict with his family and more to do with his desire to get home in time for his son Archie's 4th birthday celebration, which also happened to be that day. The insider informed the newspaper that Charles was saddened that he couldn't experience such a significant event with his youngest son, although understanding the motivation for his Irish farewell. Harry also appeared eager to meet Meghan Markle, who stayed at home to protect her peace when she missed the celebration. The whole comment about King Charles III being sad that he couldn't share it with Harry is the same tactic they used when Queen Elizabeth II was alive. There was always some comment about how the Queen missed them or did this special thing for them. At the time, they were painting Charles as heartless. Now, after the Queen's passing, we get these attempts to make their relationship with Charles seem closer and more special than the Wales relationship with the King. Harry and Meghan are basic losers. Reportedly, the next day, she went trekking in Los Angeles while wearing one of Princess Diana's watches to keep her husband in her thoughts. The Duke made the most of his brief time in England, being cheerful to the point of cocky for the coronation of his father at Westminster Abbey, despite only being there for 28 hours. The reason Meghan didn't attend shifted again from Archie's birthday to her inner peace, because of course nothing can be consistent, especially when it's a lie. Hilariously, I'm quite sure Meghan's channels Her Majesty the late Queen and her heirs and their consorts with these sorts of humble brags. She wouldn't attend weddings and the like, if I recall correctly, to actually not upstage the event. So she as a royal is acting humbly and in a royal manner. Much like she thinks she owns certain brands, she thinks she owns Diana, conveniently ignoring that William is Diana's eldest son, who was loved very much by his mother. And unlike Harry, William followed his mother's advice to take his time when deciding on a partner. William hit the jackpot with Catherine. And taking their time made certain that their relationship was on a strong foundation. All those sugars project unhappiness on them because they don't smile constantly and deliberately forget William and Catherine have been together for 20 plus years. You don't have to plaster a fake grin on with someone who knows you that well. It's just that the whip-smart lady and her PR don't seem to understand that this is humble only when the difference in status, and maybe media coverage, is so big and apparent that between going and actually upstaging the event and refusing kindly but sending their warmest regards, the later is preferable. Also, I'm pretty sure that in exactly 0 of the refusal letters, the actual words, "Oh, I'm not coming because, I'm so famous I would take the focus off the event," or something of the sort, were written, even though someone with a bit of a brain understands that doesn't play a role. Plus, not attending weddings, etc. was also a bit of a political move. If the monarch attends the wedding of X baron but not Y duke, that breeds chaos that in the modern day is no longer acceptable. So a blanket non-attendance rule solves that problem, and this is the strongest reason for that. So even for the royals, that is only 1/3 of the reason and used more like an excuse. But frankly, apart from actual monarchs and heads of state, everyone else using the humble brag is a moron. Especially if the event is the Met Gala. Or, a little unimportant thing like a fucking coronation of probably the most famous and one of the most influential monarchies in the whole world ever. The First Lady of the United States and all the other royalty and exceptional people attending, those couldn't upstage the coronation, no ma'am, but a B-rate actress who married into the family to only trash it later and withhold the children from their elderly grandmother and grandfather, who definitely would have been given the cold shoulder and sat behind a pillar, that is who can upstage it. I don't get how they think we are so stupid that we would eat that up. I feel insulted, frankly. Also, if they treated her like they said she did, without really mentioning anything really bad or even, specific, why wouldn't she want to upstage them? Body language expert Judy James told Page 6, "It's almost as if none of the events of the last couple of years had ever happened. Since Harry stepped down from his royal duties in 2020, his relationship with his father and brother, Prince William, has been rocky. By airing the family's dirty laundry in his memoir, Spare, and the Netflix series Harry and Meghan, he and Markle, 41, allegedly made matters worse. The 38-year-old sought comfort in his cousins Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice, and their respective husbands, Jack Brooksbank and Edoardo Mozzi, despite the controversy and feeling left out with his sitting arrangement. Harry arrived laughing and joking, even performing a mime that suggested he was referring to Eugenie's heavily pregnant baby bump and making them all chuckle, James recalled, adding that despite entering alone, he was not lonely. Harry extended a cordial welcome to the clergy and developed an energetic, somewhat rolling, wide-stride pace to convey a cheery disposition. One commenter said, "The emphasis on this text on his breezy walk tells me Meghan has coached Harry on his sullen body language, and he had to perform like a monkey so that she could send this copy out. There is no divorce, he's in the cult until the end. He has no choice. They are done with him and her mission is complete. He is all hers to control. She has completely alienated him from his family and old friends. So pathetic. Wish he could step away and look down objectively at the situation, but she has made it so he needs her. I think we should throw every tiny shade at Harry and see how many they can address in the next Page 6 puff piece, like 100 different bullet points, and make a bingo game out of it." Page 6 forgot to mention how Peter and Zara dashed as quickly away from Harry as possible. Even Andrew, of all members, didn't seem to want to say hello. And how funny that the article didn't mention how Bea and Huge had to meet with Piers Morgan, or how Beatrice and Ado stayed back upon entering the Abbey so they're not seen walking down the aisle with Harry. What do you think about Harry's post-royal life? Let us know your thoughts below in the comment section. We hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this newsletter. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.